and today I am picking up where I left off in Disco Elysium. Hey, Dev's here. Welcome to the stream. Sleep in time? Oh yeah. Oh right, in-game sleep in time. Yeah, that's right. I need to figure out what kind of arrangements you're gonna make for the night because that's been uncertain up to this point because I needed 130 real and I don't even have half of that. What was it? 50, 51, 53. Um, yeah. Need to go talk to Gart and in the Whirling Rags and figure out what kind of arrangement we can make. Same time for Raphael and Berthia's Cousteau, perhaps. Do something behind the tent because his back. Sneak out after he's gone to sleep. It's still hinting at that. It, I don't know. I don't really like the idea of doing that. I mean, if it's something for a future run, perhaps. But oh hey, Miss has gone to sleep here, I guess. But yeah, it's interesting they gave you the option. Just leave the boots out of the report and just sneak out during the night to. Was this guy saying here before? Yeah, but yeah, leave the boots out of the report and then just try to take them off during the night. Although, I mean, the fact that the boots are still on the guy, even while the rest of the armor is stripped off, sort of implies that whoever killed him, like they attempted to strip off all the armor, but presumably they were unable to take the boots off. So I suspect I would have difficulty taking the boots off as well. So it might be a mistake to attempt that. Like presumably, there were 4 days where the killers had free reign to remove the boots at any time, and they didn't. So I'm sort of gonna assume it's not a good plan to attempt that, and just leave it for processing, as Kim suggested. The boots were pretty hard to get off, though. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, let's get to this. Let's see what Gart's got to say.
Can I help you?
I seem to be in need of a fridge. Oh yeah. Yeah, Kim said we should prioritize the fridge. Does he have a fridge big enough to hide a body in, though? Oh, there's something your subconscious thinks you miss. I know, right? That's the thing it's bugging me. It's like, well, not just my subconscious. I mean, my out of character, out of game conscious mind is saying like, there's got to be something else here. God, I want to throw a corpse somewhere. Do you have anything? Also, I don't have the money for the room. I know. We're asking. This is a big ask. Asking for Guard for all these concessions here. You drink, can you pour one? Yeah, right. I seem to be in need of a fridge.
Yes. For the dead body. You want to put a dead corpse into my fridge, right?
Correct him.
Correct him? Correct. Dead corpses in your fridge. No. We want to put a very important dead body into your fridge. Yes, it's just a bit. What is this reaction speed? Correct him. What do you mean correct him? I mean that's exactly what we're asking him to do. Put the corpse into the fridge. That's the gist of it. I mean, I don't think telling it's very important is going to take the edge off. But let's just tell. Yes, that's the gist of it.
Well, I have a fridge, and you're not putting it here.
Not even going to ask why. You're just going to say something mean. No, I'm just why.
Because this is a culinary establishment, not a morgue. I can't believe you even asked me.
It would only be for...
Lieutenant, you too? You're asking too? No, the answer is no. I will not turn this place into some kind of macabre circus.
Let's go talk to the freight clerk.
Yeah, okay. Okay, well, we'll talk about the money a little. Kim's very reasonable. Yeah, fine. Is the fridge even still open? It's like 11:30 at this point. I don't know how late this game lets you stay up and stuff. It's very reasonable. I'll also just say, and you have points, and Joyce is up very late. Just lots of money. I mean, and fridge is closed. I had a feeling.
Yes?
Okay. Well, okay, so fridge isn't an option. I know you're telling me I should go talk to Joyce about the money thing. Let's just see what God has to say first.
Can I help you?
So about that money I owe, dot dot dot.
Yes. Have you got it?
I'll show you again. I was wondering if we could come to some sort of arrangement for tonight. Actually, just type something. Come to some sort of arrangement for tonight.
Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
Pay back tomorrow. I'm an honest cop. It's cold out. I'll freeze to death because I'm losing the stupid money game. Money game. Come on, man. After everything I've been through. Kim is about to say something. Let him. Okay. Um. He he seems to. I mean, the way he reacted to Kim's comment earlier, when he said "you too," like you're the reasonable one, you too. You know, he seems to at least have a higher opinion of Kim than he does of me, which fair. Um, let me see if Kim can talk us out of this.
I understand your predicament as the manager. However,
He adjusts his glasses.
I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business.
Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking, and
He stops mid-sentence.
I mean no offense. It's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment.
Well, and I still have my key, you know? This conversation isn't going anywhere, is it? Like, can I at least give him part of the money? Like, I don't know. Yeah, this conversation isn't going anywhere, is it?
Not until you bring me the money.
Okay, I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
I really didn't want to resort to this. The man is thinking.
Yeah. Something in the motor carriage. what, what could he be thinking? Is Kim gonna pay it, or is he gonna, like, I don't know, pull a gun on him or something?
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here.
Hmm. Let's see what Kim has to say. He could ask Joyce for money, or he could make Kim impoverish himself. I mean, how do, Kim's offer to help go to his motor carriage in front of the whirling. Fridge victim's body. Ask around about fridge. I mean, okay. I don't like I don't like the idea of impoverishing Kim. And I wasn't clear if that was what he was offering to do. um, Gosh darn it. I mean, if I didn't have, oh hey, Turboject84 is here. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, if I didn't have the comments coming in from the chat, I probably would have just gone along with Kim's suggestion, because it probably wouldn't have occurred to me to go back to Joyce again. I don't know. I've been very despite the fact that I have a no backseating tag there. I've been very lenient about accepting suggestions from chat. Um, she just knows you on while I was not backseating. Sure. Oh. Right, you're not backseating. You're just telling me what to do. um, only talking about poor Kim and his sad situation. Yeah. Um, I mean, just about to away from keyboard owner's stream to earn some points. Hmm? On whose stream? Oh, Zelda Sauce. Okay. Sure, sure. um, yeah, I don't know. So some part of me is going, oh, hey, can I maybe like double dip and get money from both of them? Or would that be a horrible thing to do? Adventure game rules. If I find it, it's mine. That that oversized novelty check that was just sitting on Everard's desk. It's adventure game logic. It's mine now. It's not a sign that I'm a crooked cop. um, I don't know. Well, let's just. I'm just gonna see what Kim has to say.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect transport enclosure.
To sell? Does time pass while you're switching out your clothing? Good question. I don't know. I haven't paid attention to that.
Transport enclosure. Regular people just call it the cage.
Okay. Something we could sell. Like what's he talking about selling?
The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark.
He's selling his hubcaps?
I confiscated these 4 a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal.
What do you mean you confiscated them?
A couple of weeks ago, I stopped a young man for going slower than the speed of traffic. Turns out he was some coalition official's son, and
Look at Kim. Isn't that corruption? Look at the spinners. I get it. I would have confiscated them too. They're mesmerizing. So you took his spinners.
I took them and arrested him for driving under the influence.
I don't want to needle him about corruption. Again, I would have confiscated them too. They're mesmerizing.
That they are. I was going to take them into evidence, but they weren't necessary for conviction. He never asked for them back.
So it isn't really impoverishing Kim, is it? It's well, or was he planning to sell them for himself? So maybe it is still impoverishing him. Did you want to put these spinners on your machine? Pointed to Kenya. Says no, but thanks. I appreciate your help. Take the spinners. Sorry, I can't take them out. It wouldn't be right. Did you want to put these spinners on your machine?
No, that would be silly. I don't know why I kept them. It doesn't matter. I couldn't put them on this MC anyway. A cop with spinners. That would be outrageous.
Yes, outrageously cool. Yes, too wacky. Just not. He clearly wants to. Outrageously cool.
He flashes a smile, barely visible in the dark.
Really? That's kind of. I'm sorry. It's kind of funny. Like he just Kim seems like no nonsense business type sort of guy. So it's like him smiling seems funnily out of character. But yeah, it's like It's like that comment Dev said about writing, the whole show don't tell thing about, you know, show someone's attitude with something by having them behave differently about it. uh, Sorry, you have to sell them because of me. It's only right that we sell them. Okay. You know what? Maybe I will go to Joyce.
The spinners shine so bright they reflect on the lieutenant's glasses. He doesn't say anything either.
Sorry, I can't take him. Wouldn't be right.
All right, let's not take them now. Then come back once we realize we have to. Have this conversation again, and then take them.
Sounds likely.
Yeah, Kim is all. He's got a read on me. He's gonna he already sees how this is gonna play out. But okay, we're gonna follow Dev's implied suggestion to try putting another point into Volition and attempting to ask Joyce about the about money. Again, she's this way, right? Clearly wants to defy his expectations. You're a responsible detective and you can adult. Yeah. Am I going the right way? Pretty sure this is the right way. Yeah, that looks familiar. Alright. So we've got 3 skill points that are allocatable. So, rhetoric, drama, conceptualization, visual calculus, suggestion, esprit de corps, authority, empathy, inland empire, volition. Is it volition? Hold yourself together, keep your morale up. Save before trying? Fine. I'm not gonna reload though. I'm letting it play however it plays. It is volition? Yeah, that seems right. I have to get a read on what each of these things mean. Keep in mind that your volition is dropped by 1 for every morale damage. Oh, okay. Aha. Does okay, if you have a morale hit and then you like heal the morale with magnesium, does that let you roll another white check? You're not going to reload. What's the point of saving? Because you told me to. Skills have full explanation under the info sheet on the upper right if you want. It does not unlock the white check, it just improves the stat. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, I know, it's full info. I don't know if I want to spend stream time like reading every single one of these though. I do want to get a feel for the blurb at least. So logic is raw intellectual power to deduce the world. Encyclopedia is calling upon your knowledge, produce fascinating trivia. Rhetoric is art of persuasion. Drama, lie and detect lies. Conceptualization. So it's creativity. Visual calculus, so being able to deduce things from looking at them. Volition, being able to, you're having the will to do things. Yeah, like one of the things I wondered aloud about when I was like taking the crooked cop that I am, accepting the bribe check from Everard. The thing recommended I don't say thank you, and I was kind of wondering like why not say thank you though, I guess the reason was because his own personal pride, like it hurts his morale to thank him for the money. If you feel the check, just hit Alt F4 if we don't mind if you ha ha ha. Volition, the opposite of electrochemistry. Yeah. So inland empires. This is hunches and gut feelings. Empathy. Understand others. Work your mirror neurons. Authority. Intimidate the public. Assert yourself. Speed of core. So this is, yeah, this is the teamwork one suggestion. Charming people, play the puppet master, half-light, the body take control, threaten people. Yeah, like things like what's the difference between half-light and authority? Like this one's intimidate people and this one's threaten people. You know, it's like aren't intimidate and threaten like aren't those synonyms? Like you know what I mean? Like I kind of wonder where's like some of these like where's the overlap between them or shivers? Like what a word like what the term for being able to tune into the city? Half-Life equals rip and tear, fight or flight, kill, kill, kill. Half-Life's more physical, it seems. Yeah, I suppose so. Electrochemistry, go to party planet, love and be loved by drugs. Physical instrument, so that's the powerful muscles, physicality, so the pain threshold, shrug off the pain, they'll have to hurt you more. Endurance, take the blows, don't let the world kill you. Yeah, see, like, pain threshold and endurance, again, those seem to be like the same thing. Shrug off the pain and take the blows. And it's like they're like so like I'm reading these trying to figure out this is why I was struggling so much like when I first started the game and I was like what do I put my points into? I don't know. Like so many of these seem so similar. Endurance equals how much damage you can take. Well, fair threshold is the ability to tolerate pain. Yeah, I mean I guess that there I don't know, the distinction seems subtle. Hand-eye coordination, ready to aim, fire. Reaction speed, the quickest to react, untouchable man, perception. See, hear, and smell everything, let no detail go unnoticed. You know, things like that and visual calculus, again, feel like they have similarities. Like, Again, I get it, there's subtle differences and stuff. Yeah, savoir-faire. Stun with... Sneak under their noses, stun with immense panache. What a way of framing it. Interfacing, master machines, pick locks and pockets, and composure, straighten your back, keep your poker face. Anyway, I do believe we said we're going to level up Volition. Ka-ching, accept changes in clothes. And we're going to take a morale shot. Now it has a max of 4. What brought that about? Is that because I leveled up Volition? Higher Volition equals more morale? Oh, neat. Okay. Rune skill +1, psych base +3. Shoot, what was I gonna... Right, okay. Alright, okay, so effective level 4. Alright, Joyce, let's give us a whirl.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
83% chance. Kingdom of Conscience approves. It's interesting that Kingdom of Conscience approves because it's like all about the redistribution of wealth. Kingdom of Conscience acknowledges that like she's rich, I'm not. Herd of billions. All right, let's. Am I gonna get a bad roll this time? She's a moralist. You're a moralist. Fealty to capital. Yeah. All right, here we go. 83% chance of success.
Voila, you're doomed.
5? 5? Just barely. Just barely. Okay.
Really put your back into it. Yell it from the top of your lungs.
You seem rich. Can I have some? You don't complain about success anyway, though. I know, right? Can I have some money, ma'am? Help, I'm poor. I need money to keep living. Yeah, okay, so how do we... Money! Money! Show me the money. Oh, that's an old reference. Well, I know. Let's just be direct. Can I have some money, ma'am?
Of course. How much do you need?
She knows she doesn't even smile. We need like 80 more real.
She's surprisingly nonchalant about this.
Hmm.
If anything, your finally asking it has relieved some of the tension.
Oh, like she's been waiting for you to do it. Screen's lagging. Ah, shoot. I need 1 billion real. 1 billion real. Uh, yeah, 1 real. You're just gonna ask for the full thing, 130 real? 10,000 real. Point 0.1 cent. Sorry, it's funny. I mean, this is the only option which gets me the full amount, so how's she gonna react?
That's a good sum. Not too small, not fantastically large.
She reaches into her raincoat and pulls out a zip bag. In it, you see paper notes arranged like black gills. You should just ask for 130, but that's just me. Well, I mean, yeah, it's the only reasonable option out of the bunch.
She removes a few notes and hands them to you. The paper is cold and oily to the touch.
Good. We won't be needing to go to my kinema then.
Kim breathes a sigh of relief.
So, I hope I didn't just bribe you, officer. It may not be technically illegal under the Emergency Act, but still.
See, Kim, yeah. You bribed me, all right. I'm your little peon now. Yeah, no. I'm an honorable policeman, one of the few good men of Rishal. Well, I mean, I accepted the check from Everett, so I don't know. Still getting my head around this whole money concept. You were just helping me out. There was something else now. So yeah. You're just helping me out. Honorable policeman of you. Yeah, you were just helping me out.
You're right, man, that donations are permitted under the Emergency Act, unseemly as it may be, as long as they are properly logged with the precinct.
So getting my head around the money concept. Well, I mean, she knows we have memory loss. This is just leaning into that. Anyway.
Which he most certainly will do. Now, how else can I help the RCM today, besides supplementing its salaries?
She bows and raises a single eyebrow in your direction. I've talked to Everett Clare. Yeah, I still didn't bring up the drugs though. Shoot, I said I wasn't gonna bring up the drugs with Everett until I like searched the premises, but I wasn't really able to search much. There wasn't much to search. Like there was just that one thing. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I'll say that I talked to him anyway.
You have? And how did you like Mr. Clare?
She smiles carefully.
Finally, time to choose sides.
Time to choose sides? Why is physical instrument weighing in to say finally time to choose sides? How'd you like him? I didn't. He's a beautiful man, beautiful and just. Haha, yeah, right. Everett Clare is a hero of the workers' movement. He's the champion I've sworn fealty to. Oof. He's a bloated rainbow socialist. Physical instrument likes the concept of teams. Okay, fair. I can do business with them. For socialist, he seems reasonable. He's not the champion I've chosen. I wish to swear fealty to you and the cause of capital. I have the feeling the international community does not approve of him. It's not important if I liked him. I was doing my job. Lots of options here. Geez, okay. Here's where I sink into analysis paralysis again. I mean, how'd you like him? I didn't. I could just be direct and say that. Beautiful man, beautiful and just? I don't think so. You're the workers' mood? I don't think so. Hello, Rainbow Socialist. I think that's going too far in the other direction. I can do business with him before Socialist seems readable. Honestly, he seems kind of slimy. I mean, he's making every pretense of being reasonable, but anytime I ask him for something, he goes, "Oh, I'm a busy man. I'm a busy man." It's like he's trying to weasel his way out of helping, like actually helping. And the whole thing about, "Oh, I can I'm sure I can find your gun for you." It's just, it's kind of suspect. Like it feels a little blackmailish. But he is not the champion I've chosen. I just have to swear, feel it to you in the cause cap. That's just that doesn't feel good either. The feeling the international community does not approve of him. I mean, yeah. I mean, does sort of feel like he's on the side of the people who killed a guy. So importantly, if I liked him, I was doing my job. I mean, that's the neutral option. Where I'm kind of leaning towards this one. I think international community does not approve of him. Let's go with that.
Oh, come on now. He has his uses. How else would he have stayed in power all these years? Or wait, actually,
She answers her own question.
corruption. That's how he's done it.
There you go.
Fantastic, Verm-like corruption, reaching into the bowels of the earth.
She looks at the ground and nods.
The position of my unusual colleague does not reflect official policy. I hope you understand. The RCM does not pick sides.
Of course. And I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt Verm myself. However, if you felt like discussing something, how could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take? It's only natural. We would only be gossiping.
Yeah, so she's trying to, like, you know, twist words and turns of phrases. Is like saying, like, yeah, I know you're not obligated to tell me about the case, but if you wanted to, like I just helped you out, like. You can tell me about that stuff if you want to. Yeah. John Disco, absolute take factory.
Tell her she'll like you for it.
Electric chemistry. She's trying to play. Oh yeah, she's totally trying to play. I mean, both Joyce and Evers are trying to play us. It's That money you gave me, would that make things weird if I shared information? I mean, or so Everett is helping me find my gun. I don't know. I don't know if we wanted to tell Joyce that. I don't think we want to tell Joyce that. I'd rather talk about something else for now, if you don't mind. Conclude. It'll super throw her off if you tell her that. That's one. That's one way of putting it. I mean, at present, she doesn't even know that I lost my gun, so I don't know. Um, hmm, hmm. I'm kind of leaning towards this one here.
Weird. Oh no. One of the positive things to come from the revolution is the unhindered exchange of information, you see, even when it comes to trade secrets. Which isn't to suggest our talks constitute corporate espionage.
Ha.
Even if they did, it would be fine. But they don't, since you logged the money as a donation, and this is clearly just gossip between friends.
I love it. I just like, oh, this isn't corporate espionage. We're not spying on our competitors or anything. I mean, we're like, the money that I just gave you was logged as a donation. It was just charitable donation, and we're just gossiping. We're just friends. We're just you know Oh boy. Kim's respect to you even less and less. Yeah, he gets to keep his spinners now. Yeah.
The lieutenant might have, but I don't remember you logging anything as anything, Harry.
Yeah. I mean, the only option I have to tell her is about Everett helping me find the gun, and I don't know. I don't that doesn't feel like something I should share. Our original agreement was to share information about the drug stuff. So I think I'm just gonna talk about something else now, if you don't mind.
Of course, Detective. Should something come up later down the road, don't be afraid to drop by for a chat.
Yeah. She's still open to talking about it later.
Until then, is there anything I can help you with?
Hmm. I spoke to the lawyer at the roundabout. I mean, that's more related to the drug stuff, so. This doesn't hate you enough for supporting a racist. Um, we can still talk. I'll talk to her about this, I suppose.
On the contrary, officer. There are yet camionneurs you have not talked to.
Hmm.
And don't look so surprised. In a time like this, it would be strange if Wild Pines didn't have eyes on the harbour.
I was just gonna say, like, how did you know which ones I talked to already? I mean, she's been spying on us. Hmm. Or she has someone spying on us. Eyes on the harbor. Like, is there someone, like, watching us through a telescope from a boat or something? Or do they have cameras there? Hmm. I mean, this is the 50s. Like, what? Like, security cameras. I don't think they're really a thing back then. Mind you, this is an alternate history kind of thing, so who knows? And, so probably actually just means actual eyes, like they have someone actually watching. That's interesting information.
I suggest you go back and canvass for more suspects.
Fair enough. That's all for now. But in any case, you got the money. It's almost midnight here. I mean, it, IRL, it's past midnight, but I mean, I don't know exactly how. I don't know, like if this game has like a sleep requiring mechanic, like if I don't get to bed by midnight, kind of thing. Or if there's, I don't know, some kind of time limit on that. Time freezes at 2 a.m.? You stay up as long as you want? Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. Most people are asleep by then, though? She's damaged for staying up past midnight, nah? Okay. Alright, let's give him the money, I guess.
Can I help you?
So about that money I owe.
Yes. Have you got it?
I have your money.
Well?
Here's 130 real. Slam the bills down on the counter. I hope you choke on it. Here it is. Sorry for the trouble. Let's say sorry for the trouble. If you want to read books, a good time to do it is bedtime. Makes sense. I'm really curious to look over those other cases. I have a feeling, because there was a comment earlier that hinted that John Disco or HDB, like there's this hint that he was remembering something, like half remembering something, and I was kind of wondering if maybe one of those other cases from his case file that he had could jog his memory. Well, the case files, they are indeed good reading. Yeah. Anyway, here it is. Sorry for the trouble.
Great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered.
Plus,
If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow.
so okay, how much is the nightly bill?
I'll unlock the electronic lock to your room. All the doors lock automatically at 9 p.m.
Huh, interesting. Electronic lock to your room. Oh, okay. He taps his foot against a metal box installed in the back of the bar counter. Oh, he can remotely lock and unlock the doors. That's fancy. Huh.
Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night.
20 real. Okay. Hey, I got enough for 2 nights.
I'll take a room here too.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you?
By the way, I'm going to sing karaoke here now. So we really can't use the fridge?
Yes, yes. For the dead.
Corrected.
I want to put a very important dead body into your fridge.
I don't care. You're not putting a dead body into my fridge.
Oh, fine. I'm going to ask why. You're going to say something mean.
This is a culinary establishment, not a morgue. You don't have to ask me why you can't store a dead body in my kitchen.
It would only be for...
Lieutenant, you too? You're asking too? No. The answer is no. I will not turn this place into some kind of macabre circus.
Let's go talk to the freight clerk.
Okay. I suppose,
Yes?
just the same options again. Don't know the case, and can't remember anything, seem to be following nothing. Okay. Alright, there was one other option. I don't know if it's actually an option, but HDB did say there's something
An
about
old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Revishal Ice City. I don't know if that's actual literal ice, but
Silence. No one answers the doorbell.
oh darn. I mean, we can't just leave the body here, right? Trying to talk to him and he's not talking.
Yes?
He couldn't stand in the exact right position, I guess. Do you want the case
What do
again?
you want to know?
Let's go with the preliminary info again.
You mean like a brief? Do you want me to brief you again?
Clean the body will keep for a little bit. Did you cut it down? Yeah, we actually got Measurehead to bring it down. Well, I mean, Everett got Measurehead to bring it down. And then we performed an autopsy on the body. So they're kind of mysterious. There were no signs of defensive wounds on him. Like there are no injuries on his hands or anything. Which suggests to me that he was already unconscious or already dead when he was hanged, which is an interesting detail. I mean, like there were no signs of any kind of struggle. Like no claw marks in the neck, like he's trying to get the noose off. Managed to grab your coat. I did, in fact. I'm wearing it. I was hoping it would have a badge in the pocket, but no such luck. Someone tased him? I'm just looking at these options to see if there's anything new
3
here.
days ago, the RCM emergencies desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling and Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Does the briefing say who the victim was? Why didn't we know anything about the caller? Meg Clover, enough. I mean, if he's working, if the victim is working for Wild Pines, presumably the Wild Pines folks sent him there. They should know his identity, right?
A security guard or worker of some sort, hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth.
Like, why just hearsay? Like, if they sent the security guard here, surely they should already know who he is. Or is that part of the mystery?
They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Why hide themselves?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Of course, you're saying everything now. Let me just make this perfectly clear. Our job here is to find the killer. So don't just say anything. Of course, yes, I understand everything now.
Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. That's the case. Uncover and arrest the killer.
Yeah. Say this is a mysterious case?
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
The lieutenant adjusts his collar. It doesn't look like he wants the case to be more mysterious.
Yeah. Okay, I think I have all I need for now. You seem to be following me. I haven't said that. I'm curious to see what he has to say.
Excuse me?
If I want to work his case alone and be you're describing my style, nothing, just an observation.
You have a distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, we would surely collide.
What do you mean distinctive, or just let it go? What does he mean by distinctive? Or is that his way of being? He's trying to be diplomatic and saying like I don't know, walking erratically. But will it make things awkward if I ask him about this? I'm curious. Well, I'm curious to know what he has to say.
I hope you don't take this the wrong way. It's just a collegial observation. In the 57th, we call it the Jamrock Shuffle. Officers from Jamrock's 41st Precinct tend to move a bit erratically.
Specifically from the 41st Precinct? The Jamrock Shuffle. That's kind of funny. They have a name for it. It's that common to the people of Jamrock that how's that?
They say it's a scene-clearing technique developed by one of your lieutenants for gathering evidence. It's erratic, yet thorough. Prioritizes containers.
Huh. Kidding me? You're kidding me. Why containers? Okay then. That's racist. I don't prioritize containers. Why containers?
I don't know. Containers contain, I guess. I'm making assumptions. We should move on.
Passing along frivolous interdepartmental stereotypes is not usually his oeuvre. He regrets bringing it up.
Oh. Oops. I made Kim uncomfortable. Darn. You walk erratically, almost like you're a video game character being controlled by a third party RFL. Yeah. I'm just doing the Jamrock Shuffle. Anyway. Okay. I'm gonna take one last look at the body.
The man is decomposing visibly now. Every hour, he looks less like a creature and more like a pile of intestines.
Oh, great.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Let's bag him, take him away, let the lieutenant take the body away without further examination. I mean, if we... It says he's decomposing visibly now. If we can't... like, I mean, Dev made the leading comment, oh, it's probably fine to leave the body there another night, but, okay, well, before I do anything else, I'm going to put these gloves back on.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes
I'm
a
of no
deep
help, you must
breath.
make your own call, detective. I know, it's until the time to do it alone. I... -1, stop wasting time, you're smart. +1 didn't establish probable cause. I could level up perception and try that again, perhaps. I mean, why not? Give it one more go before I before I give up on this. I've got 3 points to allocate. What the heck? Why the heck not? Like, what else am I gonna do with them? I don't think any of my shoot. Did any of my things include improve? Okay, this improves visual calculus. This improves logic. Let's put on the visual calculus glasses. Half-light, reaction speed, conceptualization. That one's physical instruments. Put on the conceptualization shirt. I mean, there's the logic. They've got the logic glasses and the visual calculus glasses. Encyclopedia, savoir-faire. This increases my composure. Okay, let's give this a whirl.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Do you have points to burn? Yeah. Yeah. There's a really low probability, though. Even with the increased perception, there's only 17% chance of success.
You really ought to wait until the cadaver is refrigerated. Digging around in this mess now is proving hopelessly difficult.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, I do have 2 more levels to burn, as you say. Need a 10 or better on 2 to 6. Yep, yeah. Refrigerating the body helps us check and unlocks it, as I recall. Yeah. Well, shoot. I mean, Threat is closed, so I don't seem to have that option. Like I wasn't able to. I wasn't able. I have a feeling I should just bag him and take him away. Don't waste them all. Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to waste all my points trying this over and over again when it has such a low chance of success to begin with. It doesn't feel right. I do still think it's neat that Kim was ready to say, okay, let's refrigerate him so we can continue examining him instead of taking him to processing, just based on my hunch, my gut feeling. It's a sign of how much I've earned Kim's trust at this point. I mean, I did get an achievement which says earn Kim's trust. What I punched out Measurehead. So anyway, well, shoot. It seems irresponsible to just leave the body there. I mean, that's been our top priority since we started. I don't like it, but I think I'm just gonna bag him, take him away.
If you think so, officer, I'm not going to object. I need a little help for carrying him to the holding pen of my kinema. I'll take it from there.
There go those beautiful enamel boots. You will never own the full set now. May they rest in processing.
Yeah.
Oh well, in another lifetime.
Oh, it just flipped to midnight. Then what?
It's too late to take him into processing today. I'll take him first thing tomorrow.
Pulls the black plastic over the dead man's face. Bag corpse and drag it to the motor carriage. Oh. Well, I mean, if we're leaving him here anyway, then okay, whatever. Bag the corpse and drag it to the motor carriage. Okay, well, I guess we're presuming the body's in there.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers,
No.
a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow.
That's not what I was trying to. I was trying to click on Kim.
Yes?
Okay, he's got nothing new to say. Never mind. I guess it's probably time to turn in for the night then. Find money and rent, pay guard. Oh, yeah. Let's something. Oh, something here to look at. Inside, you catch a glimpse of Union paraphernalia, a strike poster, and some red pennants. Huh. Yeah, we haven't seen the inside of that room yet, have we? We just saw the kitchen. Oh well. But yeah, it's late and it's probably time to. I mentioned dragging a corpse into the back of a car. No time at all. Yeah, it's true. I noticed that. No mention of the corpse in the back game bad. Haha, yeah. Some dots are open only with sufficient skill. Oh, okay. Interesting.
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Good night, Lieutenant.
Just a moment. We should talk about our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
Oh, okay. Alright, let's go. Out to the balcony, you say? Okay. Oh, cutscene.
The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then,
Time for Slimo Disco Elysium art context #1? Oh, okay. He does post a lot of art about this, doesn't he? Anyway.
Now then, we should talk about the investigation. But I also feel you're a bit hazy on the RCN. Our role here, our rights, our jurisdiction, basically.
He lights a cigarette. Huh. Kim's a smoker, apparently. I didn't know you smoked, Kim. How do you think today went? So what are powers exactly? The RCM's anything? I didn't know you smoked, Kim.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
Fair enough.
oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
I think if I went to pick a smoke, do you have any more cigarettes? How did you get so cool, Kim? What if the objective? I mean, it's an electrochemistry objective, but one of them did say find cigarettes. Um, where was it? Yeah, find smokes and smoke them. uh, how did you get so cool, Cam?
You mean this? This isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will and unhealthy.
William cigarette illuminates a fleeting smile. He flicks the ash.
Keeping the habit within the parameters he's given himself takes a lot of focus. It would be easier to simply quit. Yet, were he to quit, he would lose the cool factor. This man relishes his cool quite a bit, below it all.
I think I might want to pick up a smoker. Do you have any more cigarettes?
I apologize, but I only brought one with me. I have exactly one cigarette every night while going over my notes.
Ha. Well, that's awfully convenient. Yeah. Right then, the debrief.
Yes, it's been a long and eventful day.
How do you think today went?
Well, we inspected the victim's body, so that's good. It was not easily approachable in that state, but we did it. Our inspection could have been more thorough, as it always can, but we have some leads we can follow up on. In addition, we got that body down from the tree, and we performed the field autopsy on the victim. We found some things we can really work with. I still feel like we missed something,
Yeah.
but it's up to the boys in processing now. We did perform a thorough search of the crime scene. That's great.
Yeah.
Now, as for interviews, my list of people to talk to here in Martinez, I mean.
He takes a deep drag and looks at the city. That's my forte. Unlike most cops, I understand how important communication is in our line of work. Sure. I love doing interviews, and people love me. They love bathing in my glory. Right. The initial interviews, yes, well, we talked to some people. Or, I wish we didn't have to do any of the interviews. People are treacherous. Yeah. Nobody threw up in the body once or twice. Well, twice, yeah. Initial interviews, yes. So we talked to some people. This happened, sadly, yeah. I mean, unless you're lucky and roll a 12 on that first like throw up attempt. Anyway, we talked to some people. I mean, Joyce did indicate there were some people that we should have talked to, so
Including Everard Clare, a daunting adversary, if there ever was one. He wasn't particularly forthcoming with useful information, however.
yeah. I'm sure I can get him to tell us more. He's a tough cookie, that one, or I'm a little intimidated by him. Honestly, he has stuff on me. I don't know if I want to like admit to being intimidated by him. Like, I have to like. There have been a couple of times where my morale took a hit because I chose the wrong dialogue option, where like it's too self-deprecating stuff. So I have to be mindful of that. So let's just go with he's a tough cookie, that one.
Claire also helped you, how should I say, remember your name? That's a relief.
Big relief. It's a very serviceable name too. I don't know how I feel about my name actually. I want a different name, one I haven't ruined yet. Yeah, it would be awkward to. I mean, changing his name to Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau would be pretty awkward at this point. IRL decomposing bodies do get vomited on. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah. I would expect so. Writers really did the research on that? Yeah. Anyway. It's a very serviceable name. Don't know how I feel about my name, actually. Let's just go with serviceable name. So what is your name? Oh, yeah. We learned that his real name is Harry Dubois. That's why all the case files were signed HDB. You have many choices, indeed. This is a game of many choices. Anyway, Big Relief, serviceable name too.
Moving on, we tried to interview the Wild Pines rep, but she asked us to do something for her first. Fine, so be it. I have a feeling Joyce knows how dangerous the situation really is. We have to get her to talk to us.
He purses his lips. Well, I mean, they killed a guy, so there's a reason why she's just hanging out in the boat instead of going to talk to him. You know, just send the police in there to handle this first. You know. Anyway.
Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a stand-up prison 41 practice?
Well, it's faster than walking. What can I say? I mean, I spent the first half of the day walking because I didn't realize I could run. Oh well, any relation to Benson Dubois? I don't know who that is.
I have a really good theory about why you're running so fast, son. Just you wait until we get up tomorrow.
Yes, it's part of the Jamrock Shuffle. I don't like to waste time, you know. My mind moves fast. The rest has to try to keep up. Training for a long-distance run. I want to raise money for charity. Yeah. That's just how we roll in Precinct 41. I don't know why I do the things I do to attend Kitsuragi. Probably not, yeah. Part of the Jamrock Shuffle. Just go with I don't like to waste time. Despite appearances.
It's impressive, especially for a man your age. And in those hills.
That's thoughtfully tapping his finger at his cigarette. Yeah, I mean, these are kind of crappy shoes. Jamrock Shuffle? Yeah.
Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange.
Looks at your snakeskin shoes and smiles suddenly. Oh. Getting more smiling from him lately. Interesting. So what are our powers exactly at the RCM?
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Rebachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule.
1,000? Why not more? Or wouldn't that be an easy power to abuse? Why not more?
The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We are not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Rebachol.
Okay. Wouldn't that be an easy power to abuse?
Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station. Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM.
Okay, what else?
We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station call slip. It prevents confusion and overcrowding.
Preferable to serve a station call slip, okay. Wait, how can you be sure the arrestee will show up? RICN if someone resists. How can you be sure the arrestee will show up?
You can't.
Yeah.
Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up.
Interesting. I see. And if someone resists?
We are permitted to use whatever force we deem necessary, even lethal.
Wow, okay. Wait, so if I kill someone while on duty, ... or have you ever killed anyone, Kim? Oof. Have I killed anyone? Oh, wow, okay. What happens to the people we convict? Who makes all these rules? How much do we want to press them about all this stuff? What happens to the people we convict?
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Couron and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them.
He taps on his coat pocket where he keeps his notes. Yeah. Fun info for tomorrow. Go turn on the headlights on Kim's car, as he suggested earlier. As he suggest, did he suggest turning on the headlights on his car? I don't recall him doing that. He did, yes. It was a couple sessions ago? Okay. What, he told me to turn them on, or he told me not to turn them on? Like, or isn't that gonna, like, drain his battery? Told you to turn them on? When you found your ledger? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm drawing a blank. I don't recall him saying that. Ledger has things that only show under the headlights? Oh. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm blanking out on that. I do not recall him saying that at all. Hmm. I don't know. Do I want to? This question about killing people. Like, this seems like an uncomfortable subject. Do I want to? Do I want to ask him about this? Wait. So if I kill someone while on duty,
You have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force. In these cases, your partner is usually your witness. Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly, by cross-examining you for inconsistencies. It is hard to cover for anyone, which is for the best.
have I killed anyone? Don't ask him. You're saying don't ask? I don't know. I'm kind of curious to know what he has to say. But maybe it's better not to ask him. Maybe it's another one of those things that's just gonna make him uncomfortable. Hmm. 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 Yeah, maybe I'll hold off on asking that. Who makes all these rules?
The coalition government, and the moral intern more broadly. The RCN was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less.
His gaze is absently fixed on a window below that just went dark. Restore order in the international zone after the revolution.
Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Relachol or the coalition government founded the RCN.
Huh. It's a point of contention. Let's say it was the citizens of Relachol, or let's say it was the coalition government, or say nothing. Oh, I'm allowed to pick sides again now. As you have, then leave it at that. I decide to move on. I mean, I get the definite feeling. I get the definite feeling it was the government that formed the police force, not the citizens. That's like. I mean, just the way a lot of the people were talking to the police officers, like both the ones that favor the police and the ones that didn't favor them, sort of feel like it just feels like the cops just generally aren't welcome here, and it doesn't feel like it's something that the citizens wanted. I'm going to say, let's say it was the coalition government, I guess.
It's probably more honest, yes. Either way, the moral intern leases us the right to keep the peace in this city, and they will take it away if we misuse it.
Moral intern, what is it?
The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed.
If I didn't know, how would you describe them? I really don't know. That's how bad it is in here. Point to your head. How would you describe them?
There are a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world.
Okay. What do they believe in?
What do they believe in? They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats.
Okay. The humanist project set forth by Dolores. Okay. Nothing wrong with technocrats? Does Harry heal when he goes to bed? Good question. Who is Dolores Day?
A historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me.
Yeah, fair enough. What do you think of them?
The moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen.
Try not to have opinions on facts. What is their symbol?
Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that.
It's a flower. Compassion, self-discipline. Okay.
Something kind and usual. Something almost self-explanatory. Something ominous. Something even a little feminine, but in a strict manner.
Okay, the different parts of his mind are chiming in here.
Something like the dark blue, serious color of the early night sky above.
I kind of wonder if all 24 parts of him got a role here. Because I noticed it's saying success, medium success. Does that mean that the roles that fail don't get a say? Or something like that? Like whenever it says success, I'm presuming that there's some kind of role happening behind the scenes to decide whether whether that stat got a say. Passive checks do not roll? Oh, okay. It says medium success though, or maybe it's just based on like how high the skill is over here. Oh, I have an opinion on the moral intern? Oh, I do? Okay.
Do you?
The lieutenant arches his brow, then pulls on the cigarette. It's a slim white thing in his fingers. Things are bad out there. Point to the city. We need them here, giving us the right to police Revachol. They've done an awful job here. Have you seen the place? This isn't humanism. We are stooges of the world's biggest bourgeois organization protecting bourgeois rights. Mutters silently, immigrants, liberal, kiss, effing men are turning into women? Oh, yikes. On second thought, I don't have an opinion. Forget about it. Just checks to see if your skill is at X number there, call, or maybe they do. I'm not sure. Yeah, who knows? I mean, for all I know, there could be roles happening behind the scenes that we don't know about. I just noticed that the gardener's gone. She was still there at midnight. Oh well. Anyway. Have you ever seen the places of humanism? Probably had some midnight guarding to do, very unsuspicious. Haha, sure. It does a check on your skill and adds 7 the average result rolling 2 6-sided dice. If it weren't for extreme trustworthiness, yeah. I mean, okay, so to recap, I mean, the moral intern is, yeah, it's the world's largest political organization. They run the place after the revolution failed. I mean, theoretically, they're all about love and compassion, self-discipline, but so I'm kind of leaning towards they've done an awful job here. Have you seen the place? This isn't humanism. Let's go with that.
We are in what is called the twilight of international law. The laws we claim to enforce come from the MI. Without them, we are simply vigilantes.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, actually, vigilantes okay with me. Yeah, vigilantes sound bad. Maybe we should make our own law. Yeah, let's go with vigilantes. Sounds bad.
Sadly, it is what we already are to the people of Martinez. Most of them, at least, especially the Union. Vigilantes. I expect our job here to prove quite challenging.
He looks at the roundabout. Yeah.
The lights of the orphan district are reflected in his glasses. The red and golden orbs of the motorway sliding like pearls on a string from east to west as Revachol commutes back to the suburbs. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Monday is over.
So that's Shivers. That's him tuning in with the city. Okay. Say nothing, just look into the night, I guess.
The dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag. This soldier is the highlight of the day for me, he thinks. This little stick right here.
Yeah.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, Kuno. It's different in land, in Jamrock and the GRIH.
He pulls on the cigarette. Why are they like this? Oh yeah, that reminds me. Shoot. I'd forgotten, but at the end of the last session, Kim did hint that Kuno might know some option for fridging the corpse. I totally spaced out on that. Yeah. Oh well. I mean, notoriously trustworthy and helpful Kuno, of course. But anyway, moving on. Yeah, like Kuno though, seriously, like he's just calling us pigs right to our faces. It's just Anyway, why are they like this?
It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company, not daring to come here more often. It's like I told you, this place is an orphan, fallen between the cracks.
And in Jamrock and the GRIH?
We run this city. West of the river is RCM land.
He looks at the dark silhouette of the equestrian monument cutting into the night sky.
It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works. Our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate.
Yeah, I mean, I guess a hint what, what Kim believes in. It's, yeah, like he believes that the like basically the police forces failed the city, and he wants to do his part to show that he can like be a good cop and try to turn things around as best as he can. Interesting. Anyway, open investigation will help improve the situation here, at least do some good here, or we won't change anything here. Oof, that's the pessimistic. Let's go with the more optimistic option.
Me too. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes.
Hmm.
He is very tired, but the dark circles under his eyes make him look younger, not older.
Hmm. Okay, I guess that's it. Thank you for this.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
Puts out the stub of his cigarette and looks to the door. Got 30 experience for that conversation. I'm guessing I don't have any more options after that. Can't remember everything. Okay. Let's put these gloves back. Put the other gloves back on. Or maybe I should. These are the electrochemistry gloves. Maybe I should put the half-life gloves on. Still have the visual calculus glasses on. Yeah, they're fine. that message there. Skill points can buy thought candidates too. Anyway. See you in the morning. I have a thought. Words fail to describe how rank it smells in here. They should have sent a poet. Huh.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Encyclopedia, electrochemistry, interfacing. Put skill. Use chain cutters to fix the faucet, stop steam from fogging up the mirror. Is it sort of wondering if it's worth trying to fix the faucet. I mean, I've got 2 skill points. It's probably not worth the effort. Should probably save those skill points for something related to the case. Anyway, yeah. So, where is that? Where are those case files? Damaged ledger. Interact.
It's the ledger found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables drawer inside. It's barely held together by a clip, then made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Lovely.
Oh, and the cool piece of toilet paper is stuck to the back.
Inspect the toilet paper, inspect the clip, browse the case files again, read a case file, smell the ledger. Okay, let's read a case file. I mean, if it's true, we have until 2 a.m. Let's.
It takes about half an hour to piece one together, using the system you've devised. Which one do you want?
Okay, so there are 5 cases to look through, and it looks like we have time to read through 3 of them. We can keep reading even after 2 a.m. It's just that time stops moving forward at 2 a.m. Oh, okay. So there's nothing to stop me from just reading absolutely everything right now? I sort of assumed that there was like limited time. Yep, go for it. Oh, okay. The next world mural, this unsolvable case, the square bullet hole murders, the couch in an unexpected location, or murder at the hookah parlor. Okay, that's why it's good to read at night when time is free. Trademark. Okay. In that case, I kind of wonder if we could have. Well, whatever. I made my choice. But I am going to go use the washroom real quick, so I will be right back, and then we'll look over some of these cases. Square bullets, ouch. Oof, yeah. And I'm back again. Okay. All right. Well, if we have time to go through all of these, I might as well go through them all in turn. So let's start with the Next World mural case.
This one is relatively easy to reconstruct. Overnight on 1202, a graffito, nay, a mural, appears on an 8-story tenement overlooking central Jamrock. The building is a sparsely inhabited ghost tower, part of a failed real estate development called Grand Couronne.
So the case he was working on was a graffiti case? Thought these were going to be like murder cases here.
The mural is enormous. 2 silhouettes, a man and a woman, are kissing. The text cut into their form reads, "True love is possible only in the next world. For new people, it is too late for us. Wreak havoc on the middle class."
On the middle class? What happened to Eat the Rich?
People call it that thing and that fucking thing. It's visible for miles. In 2 days, the station's complaints desk gets clogged with requests to remove the bummer. You and your partner are assigned to the case.
They're assigned to the case of removing the mural? Okay. Like we weren't even trying to investigate who drew it or anything. True love is possible only in the next world for new people. It is too late for us. Wreak havoc on the middle class. I'm trying to like what's even the message intended to be sent here? First of all, I mean, because like racism seems to be a running theme in this game, the game's story. I'm kind of wondering if that was like like only in the next world for new people. Like, is this like an anti-immigration thing, as in or you know, what we code for like anti the wrong sort of people kind of thing, like only in the next world for new people, like as in like kill the new people kind of thing. It's too late for us or something. True love is possible. Silhouette of man and women are kissing. Like I don't know. That's my first thought, but the message that is saying wreak havoc on the middle class seems to be at odds with that. So I'm just genuinely confused. Like, is it why wreak havoc on the middle class? Like, I would have thought that if it's some kind of protest thing, that they'd be more mad at the rich than the middle class. But like, what? I don't know. I don't get it. Is this some kind of world building thing, establishing what the state of things is? Who's I don't know. Just I'm just not clear on this. It's an image of 2 silhouettes of a man and woman kissing. But okay, all right, continue.
The graffito crew is easy to track down. Only the bell lectures have the literage of industrial paint to cover the surface. One of the graffito artists is rumored to be rich. They take responsibility for the execution, but not the design. The ideologue of the next world mural, as the crew calls it, remains an unknown.
Okay, so they so they didn't find out who designed it. Wait, do I ever find out who came up with it?
The case files do not show you finding the author of the design.
Read on.
The crew agrees to clean up after themselves. However, your partner, JV, is against the removal, citing public support for conservation. This leads to a debate in Precinct 41, which then spreads to the streets of Jamrock, ending in a rare plebiscite organized by you and the rest of Row 3.
A rare plebiscite? Okay. I need to confer with Google. What's the definition of plebiscite? Plebiscite. The direct vote of all the members of an electorate on an important public question, such as a change in the Constitution. Okay. Okay, so they called for a vote organized by me and the rest of Row 3. Row 3? Is Row 3 referring to the precinct or something? I don't know. I feel like I'm missing important information here. Partner JV. Is that one of the people that we talked to at the station? Who's JV? I wonder where JV is now. Public support for conservation. There were multiple complaints about the mural, though. JV could be anywhere. I'm trying to think. Have we met anyone who has those initials? I don't know. Anyway, moving on.
The 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message, all of Lakeside, Central Jamrock, and Villa Lobos, plus half of the eminent domain, participate in the vote. Although the case begins with what appears to be a lot of rambling on the streets as to how juvenile and stupid the mural is, given a choice between two options.
Remove the mural, it is wrong. Keep the mural, it is right. I'm still confused about what the message of the mural is. It is too late for... True love is possible only in the next world for new people. It is too late for us. Wreak havoc on the middle class. And it's a silhouette of men and women kissing. He's in bed, yeah, probably. I'm just genuinely confused by the messaging. But it's giving me an option here. Give a choice between two options. Remove the mural that is right or keep the mural... Sorry, remove the mural that is wrong or keep the mural that is right. This is the... I feel like the game is going to judge me for which option I choose here. I'm just very confused by... it looks like there's a lot of disagreement about whether the mural should have been kept up or not. Sorry for dragging this out. It's making me choose something and I don't understand what I'm choosing. I'm gonna go with remove the mural. It is wrong because I'm finding it I'm just confused.
A staggering 78% of voters choose to keep it. Turns out the opposition were a loud minority. And that love truly is possible in the next world for new people. And it is too late for us.
Okay. All that remains is to wreak havoc on the middle class. The middle class are not to be blamed. It's human nature. I like it, but can't we wreak havoc on other nations instead? Or I must have voted and possibly even lobbied to remove the thing because I don't believe in that rubbish one bit. Again, like why the focus on the middle class? or I mean, like, why the middle class and not the rich? But I don't know. Maybe middle class is a stand-in for the rich in the context of this discussion. I don't think the middle class should be blamed. Yeah. I, I, don't- I don't know about this human nature line. I'm just generally confused by this whole thing. I'm just gonna go with the middle class not to be blamed, I guess.
Did anyone ask you what you believe in, man with the smelly toilet ledger? What do you want to tackle next? Or are we done?
This is was this commentary coming from the ledger itself? Okay. Let's move on to the unsolvable case, I guess.
AKA Leslie and Burke. AKA the public indecency drunk and the property damage drunk is a cursed case. It has been passed from unsuspecting officer to unsuspecting officer for 10 years. On January 29, the unsolvable case made its way to you. Why you accepted it, it is unclear. Every officer, and indeed most civilians in Jamrock, know it's unsolvable.
Oh, great. So this is a 10-year-old cold case here. Leslie and Burke, the public indecency drunk, the property damage drunk? Okay. All right.
You were so drunk you didn't remember what it was when you signed on. That, or you were high.
Oh, great.
Leslie will always take his pants off when he's drunk. Burke will always trash everything. It's just what they do. It is their nature. You cannot change the nature of a man. And you can't lock them away because public indecency and small-scale property damage are not punishable by incarceration.
Is this what the ledger is telling me, or is it saying this because I made that comment about human nature earlier? I'm sort of wondering if the game is altering my reactions to things based on previous choices. I don't know. I don't know how detailed that sort of thing is in this. Oh well. Okay, moving on.
The only way for Leslie to stop flashing his genitals to bypasses and for Burke to stop dismantling signage and rear-view mirrors would be for them to stop drinking alcohol, which, in their 40s or 50s, it's hard to tell because of their distorted features, is a medical improbability on par with you ceasing to produce the expression.
Great. Couldn't we just keep them off the streets?
You would think that, but you're wrong. Where's the fun in exposing your genitals or breaking stuff in your own home? No, Leslie and Burke are on the corner of Main Street and Perdition, because that's where the action is.
Lovely.
Can you keep yourself off the streets? Threatening fines, dragging them to the station, locking them up in the hellholes they live in, locking them up in the station, hypnotherapy, even trying to get the local gang of Zemyaki to take them out. The Zemyaki gave them ethanol, so Burke and Leslie would expose and rampage even harder. You tried it all, and still the complaints wouldn't stop, as they hadn't stopped for 10 years.
They've been doing this for 10 years? Like they've actually continuously been doing this for 10 years, and but never so bad that they could actually get arrested for it. Yeesh. So a CNN to their drinks? Yeah.
It's plain to see from the files that you, Satellite Officer JV, and Special Consultant TH had more important cases to attend to. You uncover cross-reference to several ongoing investigations, each brought to a standstill every time you drive down Main Street. Because there they are, on the corner of Perdition. And what is Leslie doing?
Public indecency. Is this interesting? Is this test of my memory? Leslie's the one who does public indecency, and Burke is the one who does property damage, right? Sand equals side. Oh yeah. I mean, I got the message.
Good, you're learning. If the files are to be trusted, that's all there is to it. That and Burke breaking things, and the fact that they're both drunk. But then again, so are you. The case becomes considerably less comic one day when Burke takes a swing at your ledger.
Takes a swing at my ledger. Cross-references several ongoing investigations brought to a standstill every time he tried to jam Main Street, because there they are. They're just continuously doing that for 10 years. Oh, great.
He must have it confused with the property he likes to damage. But the joke's on him. The officer is also drunk. Way more drunk than Burke there. And let's be fair, you also have party eyes. You slam the hardened plastic board in his face, then proceed to beat him unconscious with it.
Yikes. Okay. Burke takes a swing at your ledger. What? Not he didn't take the swing the ledger at him. There was I mean, there was that comment earlier about the ledger being hardy enough to beat someone with. So apparently he actually put that into practice. Yikes. Read up if you need to. Yeah.
In the process, the ledger sustains damage. The compartment within, reserved for permeable documents, is jammed shut. You stop your assault on the now unconscious Burke to open it, but are unable to do so. The officer began to cry, reports Leslie, who, at this point, is tending to Burke.
The officer began to cry, reports Leslie at this point. So he beat Burke into unconsciousness, and then he started to cry. What? Because okay. I mean, we started the game like waking up on drunk without any memory in this room, with signs that he smashed the place. Like Harry Dubois apparently has some. He's got some emotional issues, some rage issues, I guess. Like there was an indication there was like a sad love song in amongst this massive tape here. That sort of seemed to hint that he had something go wrong with his love life or whatever. I wonder if that bled into his work and caused him to just lose it and start beating the guy up. But why is he crying? Yeah, I don't know. I'm just wondering if there's is like is like, because maybe there's if there was something, if there's stuff going wrong in his love life led him to lose it and then start crying. And it wasn't related, like neither the beating nor the crying was related to anything that Leslie and Burke were doing. It's like one possible interpretation. Guess you need to do a bit more next talk to Musclehead. Well, I mean, I did have a drink before beating up Measurehead, so okay. Anyway, moving on.
Kill them. They broke it.
Okay, is this Half-Light's reaction? This is the intimidation stat. Kill them, they broke it. What, like they he started to cry because his ledger was broken? I mean, it does say that like the ledger sustains damage and the compartment is jammed shut. He stops his assault to open it, but is unable to do so. The officer began to cry. Like, is he actually crying because the ledger's broken and he can't open it? uh, or I mean, I sort of assume that there were some there's some I assume there's something else going on in his life that it's kind of this why you credit about that? How weird. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's your half light. Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, it could be one of those things. It's like something you're sad about. What am I trying to say here? Like sometimes you might be sad about one thing, but then you remember something else in the past that makes you sad, and then you start crying about that. Like sometimes what you might be crying about presently isn't the thing that's actually happening at the moment, or vice versa. Um, like emotions are weird, I guess is what I'm saying. Like sometimes you have like overblown reactions to a thing that's unrelated to um, what's actually happening. I don't know. I'm going to continue.
He came at us, and at us. I think he was trying to kill Burko. While trying to kill Burko, you slowly come around. The permeables compartment is open. You've smashed it open on poor Burko's kneecaps. The good news is, Burke can't walk anymore.
The good news is he can't walk anymore? Maybe Harry lost something he cared about? Yeah.
Can't get out of his apartment, an invalid. With Burke to tend to, Leslie cuts back on the indecent exposure. Maybe he flashes his genitals to Burke. Who knows? But both drunks are off the street. The complaints stop. The unsolvable case is solved.
Yikes. I mean, that's one way to solve it, I guess.
Which is also why the officer responsible narrowly escapes a disciplinary hearing. The end. Do you want to read another one?
Great. Um, hey, Slayer Rap is here. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? What? Competence by HDB? Yeah, sure. Hey, it's 2:05 a.m. You said the time stops at 2 a.m. Going well? That's good. That's good. We're looking up the old cases that were on that ledger that our guy who we learned is named Harry Dubois threw away. um, hmm. Hmm. So we're learning some stuff about his past life before he ended up here waking up in this broken down hotel room. I mean, he led the plebiscite, the vote on the what should be done about the mural, and he beat someone senseless and then cried during a case. Well, apparently while drunk. Um, hmm. Okay, well, let's read on, I guess. Square bullet hole murders.
It would be very interesting to read about these, wouldn't it? I mean, there seems to be a square-shaped entry wound in the victim's forehead. She's been sitting there for weeks, on her rocking chair, with a square hole in her skull, staring at the wall, her mouth agape.
But, question mark?
That's all you got. From the half hour you spent piecing it together, all you know is the entry wound was square-shaped. You never found the bullet. And then another body showed up, also with a square hole in his forehead.
Well, yikes. I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is what's that movie called? A Country for Old Men, where the guy is killing people with the humane killer. It's the thing that which like it's like puts a spike out, which then like super fast, then retracts. So there's no bullet to find, but it kills instantly. It's not actually a bullet hole. It's it's like a spike that's designed to it's designed to kill animals. By like killing them instantly. They call it the humane killer because it kills them instantly. But there's someone who's using it on people. Mentioned something about the timer stopping at 2 a.m. It's now past 2 a.m. Yeah, well, it's watch it not keep going. Isn't that false? Yeah. Well, anyway. Yeah, it looks a sequence killer. I would have called that a serial killer, but yeah. Maybe it has to be at least 3 kills before you can call it a serial killer. There was a gun that shot actual square bullets as a naval gun. Oh, really? Okay. Anyway, moving right along. Sequence killer? Question mark?
Those pages are missing. What next?
Yeah, okay, so these are incomplete, I guess.
Don't worry. One day.
One day? Okay.
One day you may still catch the man with the square gun.
The couch in an unexpected location.
Some assholes brought their couch outside and hung out on it. In the middle of the street, on the roof, on the hillside by the motorway. You know, at an unexpected location. They were young, and they thought they looked cool on it.
Okay. So they're just dragging it around. They actually looked like assholes. They looked really cool like models, or they looked really cool like a rock band. This is another one of those things that the game is going to judge me on, which what I choose. I mean, it says that they're assholes, so let's just go with they actually look like assholes.
Insufferable dicks. Young people are the worst. So anyway, you got a complaint about the damn sofa, or couch, or whatever it is. They were leaving it out in all these unexpected and whimsical locations. They took it to where they also took photos of themselves on it, and smoked cigarettes, and drank coffee because they felt it's intellectual.
So would you like him behind? Oh, okay. Well, if you, I find that when streams lag, if you change the resolution on the stream, it usually resets it and brings it back up to the present. Anyway, moving on.
Cigarette butts, coffee cups, stupid couch. You had to clean it all up, and you did. So congratulations to you. Case solved.
Did I ever catch those guys?
No, you didn't have time for that. These notes show that you have what is called a real goddamn job. You don't have time to be chasing down the couch assholes. You have a real job to do. What next?
Okay, and last is murder at the hookah parlor.
Murder. Tum at the hookah parlor was a case originally assigned to an officer called Joseph Mills, who is now dead, of circumstances completely unconnected to murder at the hookah parlor.
Wait, how?
Beaten to death by a throng of Villalobos gang members when him and his partner J.M., only initials mentioned, answered a call one night. It's a sad story, and it isn't really represented in your case files. Stop stalling and get to the murder at the hookah parlor.
Joseph Mills and his partner J.M. Same initials? It's not JVs, it's somebody different. The old office used the initials identification system too. Familiar? Right, on with the murder.
Joseph Mills was on this case that he just couldn't solve. Was doing it solo. Said it was a real nutcracker. A real brain twister. Was on it for, like, a month. The captain got impatient. Shit or get off the pot, Mills.
Just couldn't solve, doing it solo. I mean, if he's doing it solo, then who's the partner, JM, who's alluded to here? Or is it saying that Joseph Mills is JM? So he didn't have a partner when he went there.
Mills didn't get off the pot. Not yet. He kept at it for a couple of weeks more, racking his brains, running with every theory, as outlandish as they seemed. Still couldn't solve the murder at the hookah parlor. Tough case, he said. Toughest he's ever had.
Wait, was Joseph Mills a good cop?
No, he was awful. Awful sense of humor, too. The worst jokes you've ever heard. Really rapey. Still, he'd been on it for months now. Said it was the final case. Said it was uncrackable. That murderer vanished into thin air. That goddamn hookah parlor was all he talked about.
Go on.
Okay, so the case is handed to you because Mills isn't getting anywhere, and you look into it. Here's the setup. A young man is found dead in a hookah parlor. You know, those places where you go and smoke bubblegum-flavored vapor all day.
Okay. The case is handed to you because Mills isn't getting anywhere, but didn't you just say he died? Okay. Well, I mean, it doesn't say it was handed to you because he died. I guess he died later on after it was handed to you? Hmm. Can you get high off it? Yeah, I don't know. Good question.
No, it's soot and water vapor. It doesn't do anything.
Really cool or really stupid? Let's go with really cool, I guess.
Yeah, really lame. So anyway, young man in his 20s found with his skull busted open, right on the floor of the hookah parlor, in the middle of the day. No one else is in there. Only client that day. In perfect health, too. Some kind of movie producer. No one enters. No one exits. He's just sucking on his watermelon hookah all morning, all noon, like he usually does. He's a regular. No calls, nothing. Just sucking on the hookah until 15:45. Then bam, he's dead on the floor with his skull busted open. Blood everywhere. What happened? How can it be?
So no one else. He's just there in the hookah parlor like all day, like all morning, all noon until 3:45 in the afternoon, and then okay.
Mills has no idea. Invisible assassin. Movie deal gone sour. Girl at the counter did it. Nothing fits. Eerie. Man just dropped dead. So you go to the parlor. You see cushions around the table. Table's low, heavy, really sharp edge.
He sucked hookah, stood up, passed out, hit his head on the table, and died. Well, I mean, possible. It's a skull busted open, blood everywhere. Is this suggesting that he just brushed it off as, oh, I guess he fell and hit his head?
See? You can't even read the thing without solving it. Yeah, it was that. Turns out hookah does do something. It turns off your brain's oxygen supply, and you don't notice it until you get up to go to the bathroom.
You can't do it. It's a joke. Yeah. He must have sucked a lot of it. And what was he doing there for 6 hours? What was he doing there for 6 hours?
Smoking hookah. Didn't you hear? I don't know. Trying to come up with a movie script, maybe. Anyway, that was murder at the hookah parlor. Joseph Mills wasn't a good detective, and about 30 minutes has passed, piecing it together. Next.
Okay, well that's the 5 cases that were on here. So there was a mural where there was a disagreement about whether it should be taken down or not, and HDB apparently led the charge in holding a vote about it. And there's the unsolvable case where it was this two alcoholics who regularly like one exposing himself and the other breaking things, and HEB just beat the guy into the breaking things guy into what's the word? Basically disabled him. Square bullet hole murders. Okay, there are 2 people who got killed by square-shaped holes in the forehead. This is just a couple guys moving a couch around, and we didn't even find the guys that moved the couch. So I'm not even. So that's kind of weird. And then the murder of the hookah parlors. A guy who apparently just fell down and hit his head, but JM never figured that out. It's a weird selection of cases. It sort of feels like, as I said before, like these are just kind of a Rorschach test to see what I make of them and see what options I choose. Anyway, we can revisit this, I guess.
Not much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of sodden papers still sags from the clipboard.
Okay, well, if each of these, if no time passes it regardless, let's try these other options.
The acidic stench of rotting food is rubbed off on the cellulose. It now forms the base of the experience. This base surrounded by a faint air of spoiled meat, the stuff of death itself, and then sprinkled liberally with the citrus zest of toilet cleaner.
Lovely.
You know, like the bits they put into public piss bowls, probably called Fermi Discrete, or Axel, or something. At some point in its journey, the ledger has seen the inside of a public toilet.
Well, I mean, we knew about that because Sylvia reported that HDB had been trying to flush the ledger down the toilet, and she pulled it out to throw it in the dumpster, and that's how we came to find it. I should take a bath after this. Yeah, no kidding. Maybe there's a bathtub there. I know. Sylvia already told me I dunked it in the toilet. Shut up, Nose. I don't need your help. I don't need anyone's help. Yeah, Sylvia already told me you dunked it in the toilet.
If you knew it was dunked in the toilet before getting chucked into the trash, why are you sniffing it?
The option to sniff was there, so ... Hey, there's the meta option. I'm a policeman. This is police work. I'm just following the leads, you know. Maybe it's my fetish. Maybe ever think of that, Nose? I'm going with the meta option. The option to sniff was there, so.
So you wanted to get in on the trash toilet stink collab. Find out what happens when those two get funky together. Okay, pal.
This is getting weird and hostile. Sorry, Nose. Let's just move on. Or, are you angry with me, Nose? The first step of conflict resolution is address the emotion before you address the issue. Are you angry with me?
Yeah. Turns out your nose doesn't like self-indulgent literal shit huffing. Quelle fucking surprise. Come on, no more. The ledger is going back down, away from your nose now.
That's funny. The game is totally judging me for choosing this smell the ledger option. Okay. Inspect the toilet paper. There's just a bowl full of after. Yeah. Inspect the toilet paper.
It's just toilet paper. Stick it to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want.
Take it off. Leave it there. It's cool. Or maybe it's kitchen tissue. They look exactly the same. Um, ledger full of ledger, yeah. Let's take it off.
Still wet,
Oh.
the toilet paper peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off with your finger and voila! The ledger now looks marginally better.
So, inspecting the toilet paper that was stuck to the wet toilet paper that was stuck to the ledger, that gave me experience. It gave me 5 points of experience. There's so many unexpected things that give you experience in this game. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm looking at it's like some of these options are making me go, oh, that seems like a bad option. But maybe I really should just pick everything, like absolutely everything, because even the dumb options give me experience. Some of the darkened options have sub options you have not selected yet, as I recall. That's true, and yeah. Enough gave experience making your life better. Yeah. Inspect the clip.
An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip.
Run your finger across the aluminium. Aluminium. It's interesting. The spelling and the pronunciation of that word are different between nations. Like in the U.S. and Canada too. Really, it's pronounced and spelled aluminum. Like the second I is absent. But I think it's a British thing that the spelling it and pronouncing it aluminium. Or at least I've heard British people pronounce it that way. Maybe other nations too. I don't know. Just call it alu, sure. Run your finger across aluminum or aluminium.
The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before.
A silvery sticker?
Looks like an official mark, made to be low visibility outside the right circumstances.
What is this? Forget about for now. How is the rest of this? What is this?
To be honest, you have little to no idea. You're dumb and alone. Somewhere, not here, the helpful Lieutenant Kitsuragi is making notes in his blue notebook. He tilts it ever so slightly. A glowing rectangle catches the light. He could advise you with this. The next moment.
When we could catch the light, he could advise you. Okay. Well, I mean, this seems to be informing me what aluminium. Yeah. All the English speakers call it aluminium. Yeah. Only Canada and the United States call it aluminum. Yeah. You visit the car's headlights. I'm kind of wondering, like, is that something I can do now, or is that something I have to wait until the next day to do? But yeah, I don't recall Kim saying that the ledger changes under the light of the headlights. But okay, maybe this is one of those things. Just call it Al, sure.
A bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand. It's a sorry sight.
Browse the case files again. I mean, it's
Arson, petty theft, spousal abuse. Handwritten logs on dozens of investigations date back to January 51. Stamped case files. Commit to paper. These are your last couple of months in Revachon, Precinct 41, Jamrock Quarter.
Well, these are both selected all anyway.
Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, a title, one might say even. One that draws inspiration from snoop fiction and vespertine cop show staples.
I mean, they're written in capital letters too. I don't want it. Back to case files.
Arson, petty theft.
Okay,
You
doesn't
don't
expect these.
exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
Great. Okay, put the ledger away. Okay, so we've inspected the ledger. We've let out all the cases. This seems like a good time to interact with all
An
these things,
intricate
really.
web of blue lines stretches across the torso of the hanged man, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time the lines intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart.
Intricate web of blue lines. Each time the lines intersect a small white star, and they concentrate around his heart. It just still it feels like maybe this is a map of something. Just don't know what it's a map of. Like my first thought was like, because I don't know, because it's the blue. Like maybe it is a map of something in the out in the ocean, but it could just as easily be a map of a city somewhere. I don't know. Maybe Joyce will know more about that. What's this come to your look at the clipboard? What, did I miss something?
It still kind of looks like a map of the stars in the night sky, but something's not right.
What's the meaning of this
For
tattoo?
you to discover. You've gotten as far as you... Someone who knows about history could tell you.
Some news about history. Okay. Weren't quite thorough with the ledger?
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables drawer inside. It's barely held together by a clip.
Look at the clipboard.
It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back you see the embossed letters, RCM.
Okay. What did you say the color was?
Blue. The blue heart. Don't look into it.
Okay. Shake the ledger. Is this the option you wanted me to choose, Dev?
Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is there a hidden compartment?
Oh yeah.
And something small inside? Light, made of paper or cardboard? Or dried flowers, perhaps? Permeables. It's not hidden per se. The compartment is made for permeable materials that would get damaged if something happened to it.
Okay. Peek inside.
The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center.
How would I open it?
With your hands, U4-sized pages hang from the clip screwed to the top of the board.
So 72% chance of success. +2 crack it on the knee like Burke, or -1 lonesome. Why do I have -1 for lonesome long way home? Like, why is the thought in my thought cabinet here affect that? I don't know. Anyway, okay, so this is an interfacing skill, so therefore, put the ledger away and put on the interfacing gloves. And see if that boosts the chance.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging
Yeah, I know.
from the board.
83% chance now.
Drawer inside. It's barely held together by a clip, then made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Okay, 83% chance. Let's give it a whirl.
The two sides of the board appear slightly misaligned, like a drawer that's come off its slides. If you bend the plastic on your knee slowly, the slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just, you know.
Slide the drawer open. Wait, somehow I don't want to, or F no, put the ledger away. Yeah, let's slide it open.
Without resistance or sound, the two panels move against each other. The compartment is now open.
What's inside?
2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard.
Ticket stubs. Pick up the ticket stubs, pick up the card. What's this effing kill yourself, you asshole? What? What is this line here? One of these is not like the others. or close the permeables compartment. Is this some sort of mind game that's happening here? Is this um well, I mean, he started to cry when he found that he wasn't able to open up the permeables compartment. And Dev was making some very, very leading comments, which apparently they don't consider backseating, saying that, well, or at least indicating that something about that was what made him cry. Um, it seems to suggest that something about these ticket stubs and or the postcard is really important to him. I mean, the fact that this option is popping up here is making me think is this something he feels guilty about? Something related to these that, I don't know. Pick up the ticket stubs, I guess.
Two octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in Revachol East. The aquarium costs extra. These let you go there, too.
Pick up fast, yeah. Should be octopi. Smiling octopi? I guess was it a cartoon or something? Reaching their tentacles toward each other in the color pendulum. So it's so there's tickets to the zoo and aquarium. Okay. Let's pick up the card.
Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, patches of glue.
Smell it first. Thin wax paper is glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, patches of glue. So let's spell it first. Why not?
It smells of chewing gum, apricot flavored. A touch of cinnamon, the end of summer. You think the label says tutti frutti.
So yeah, chewing gum. Okay, we'll open it, I guess.
Familiar handwriting lines the inside of the card. Looped, round letters in a woman's hand. A young woman in her 20s. There is care, effort, and a smile, you think. Although that is not something you can read from someone's handwriting.
Yeah, the implication being this is something he's actually remembering, not just that he's deducing it from looking at it. Wife, daughter. I mean, I mean, like, initially at the beginning of the game, seeing the smashed tape recorder and stuff, like, I was thinking like wife or girlfriend or something significant other. The fact that he's remembering a young woman in her 20s, making think maybe daughter, as you say. Because I mean, I do believe he's a fair bit older than his 20s, right? Not, crush. All right, but moving on.
Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you happy.
Maybe it will make you happy.
Throw it away, please.
Volition is telling me to throw it away, but I have from context, I have a sneaking suspicion that the maybe it will make you happy is like a kind of a passive aggressive comment, but but it'll make me happy.
Outside, you hear the wind howl. A sudden gale blows in from Martinez. flapping street signs and window blinds.
Come outside.
Come outside? Oh. The shivers, as in the connection with the city, is telling him to come outside? What? Keep reading or I'll take us outside. Go with what?
Far away and outside, the reeds hiss with desperation. Step out.
Well, maybe I'll step out afterward. I want to keep reading.
Your hand shakes, holding the card. Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, it says, I find a little piece of sadness in me. I carry it in my chest, down Voyager Road. Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step onto the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector. I know it will be like this until late afternoon, when I get off the 42 and walk back to you.
I'm just looking at this. I find a little piece of sadness in me. Every step it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step on the light rail and look back. Sparks fall. It kind of makes me wonder if this is suggesting that she one day just got so sad that she just stepped onto the tracks when like a train was coming or something. Until we get off the get off the 42, like the light rail. It's talking about a train. I'm gonna keep reading. I mean, I'm getting these messages saying stop, put it back. I mean, it's feeling like another one of those. I don't know if moral choice is the right term for it, but it's like it's a question of like, do I want to know what it is that was so important to him in this? But I don't know. Like he wanted to hold on to this thing, this card. He kept it in a secret compartment in his clipboard, but some part of him doesn't want to look at it. But despite wanting to keep it, he still tried to throw it away. But I don't know. I don't know. He's got some kind of weird push-pull thing going on in his history. Let's move on. Let's keep reading.
You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast, vast soul, and I will always, always, always come back to it.
I wish that real life also stopped at 2:05 like in the game until you went to bed. Haha. That would be handy. Funny coincidence. It's actually, I don't know if the webcam could pick it up, but it's actually 2:05 right now. Well, 2:06 really. Probably gonna wrap up this stream after I'm finished here. But all right, let's keep reading.
Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood sucked out of your head. Everything around you gets dark. Small white dots appear.
Every step I take will get lighter. Almost makes you run. So it's talking about how excited she gets running back to him.
You feel the ledger slip from your hand.
Item lost, damaged ledger.
No, hold on.
Hold on or fall sideways? It's giving me an option to just... I guess he's just so overcome with the emotion of reading this that he's about to faint. Even worse and more destructive than passive aggressive. It's completely genuine and wholesome. Yeah. Well, yeah. It's yeah. I mean, it's basically saying how much she cares for him, how much she values him, and how much she wants to be with him and stuff. Which I guess it's part of what makes it extra sad for him that I presumably lost her at some point, and presumably led to him getting drunk on a regular basis or whatever. Which kind of leads to questions of like, do the other people at the precinct know about this? Like, if they know that he lost someone really important to him, then it makes their jeering and so on all the more cruel. But okay, endurance skill. So hold on. Presumably, if I had low endurance, I would only have the option to fall sideways. But I'm gonna say hold on, I guess.
To what? There's nothing.
Oof. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have been standing in the middle of the room when I did this. Oh well, fall sideways, I guess. Disco Elysium. Is this the title card? Are we getting opening credits now? That whole day is just the intro to the game? Begin? Okay.
There is nothing.
Okay. Are we in a time loop here now? Or something?
Again.
Nothing? Just lie there passed out? Nothing, question mark?
Nothing said, brother. No treachery, just blackout.
Okay, just lie there passed out.
Well, almost nothing. There is the ground below you, that's still there. And the small light that's on, fluttering, somewhere in the basal ganglia.
Who's that?
That's me. Blue eyes, that's me.
And who was that?
Who was what?
He speaks of the sickening longing, the unwell emotion. Even in the darkness, he's grasping for it. Still trying to hold on to the great sorrows slipping in the water. Slimy.
Yeah, that's the stuff where, no, I was cool. I'm cool. Let's go with no, I was cool. I'm cool.
The cool when you're dead, brother.
Here in the paleo-mammalian cortex, we call it the shadow. Because it's always there.
Thought gained white morning.
Tell him. Tell him.
Perception, smell, tell him?
Ah, yes. In the olfactory system, they call it the apricot chewing gum scented one. It's unhealthy of them to linger on it so. But as they say, what do you do?
Smelled so nice, or smelled like betrayal? This is another one of those Rorschach test types of things. We're supposed to decide whether we think of her like wistfully with positive remembrance, or if we're assuming that like she left us or something, or betrayed us. I'm gonna go with smelled so nice.
It didn't smell nice. It smelled like betrayal.
I mean, okay. Was that the X something? The dot dot dot, or where is Voyager Road? So my name appears to be dot 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 Harry question mark, or enough just lie there motionless. Was that the X something? The
Bloated corpse of the past resurfacing.
that's beautiful. Let's go with yes that.
Don't prod at it. It will start moving again.
Basically he's saying he doesn't want to remember. Voyager Road? Is there a reference to that somewhere here? Or was that part of the letter? Ah, okay. Where's Voyager Road?
There is no Voyager Road. There are no roads, no houses, no lights in the windows. It's all on pause.
Okay. So my name appears to be dot 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 Harry question mark?
Your name is fuck all.
It certainly ain't Harry.
Then what is it?
Your name is passed out on the ground, dragged around by one of the other evil apes. They're taking you somewhere.
Okay, enough, just lie there motionless.
You think they would let you? Until you disintegrate into biomolecules? No. Someone is breathing on your face now, inspecting your pupils, stupid idiot.
Someone is breathing in your face and inspect your pupils. What did... He really did just pass out, or someone... Did Kim or somebody just find him passed out there now or something? Voyager Road is implicated in your long lonesome way home thought. Yeah. I'm not coming back, or what is that? It's cold. What is that? It's cold?
Yes, they're pouring something on you. It's in you. And it's...
So, disagreement between the voice actor and the text here says something in you, and it's...
It's delicious.
Perception, taste?
Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness.
He's in Kim's kinema? Where am I?
In the upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage, seated in the driver's basket. The air is thick with leatherworks and heavy fuel oil. Cold water runs down your chin.
Drink. Water.
Lieutenant is extending a small canister to your mouth. I mean, I've been saying from the beginning, like he should be drinking lots of water if he's like, you know, hungover from after passing out drunk and so on. H2O, yeah, so it seems. You're back, question mark, drink, or no, I don't wanna. Let's just drink, I guess.
The water is cold,
Hey.
silvery, the stuff of life itself, as it pours down your parched throat. The pounding in your head recedes. The darkness parts.
Yeah, see, you got healed by it. You should have drunk water a long time ago.
Drink. You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive on alcohol alone? You need a secondary form of hydration.
I mean, that's what I've been saying from the beginning, but the game didn't give me an option to. Oh well.
With greedy gulps, you down half a liter of cold water. Some of it spills on the driver's seat. The lieutenant pays no heed to it.
What happened?
I should ask you the same. I came in contact with the burnt-out ruins of the past, Lieutenant. Conclude, or I was dehydrated. Won't happen again, Lieutenant. I F it. Start climbing out of the motor car. Conclude. People writing, paying something off after building it up. Kim, Kim loves his car. Kim does not care about his car when he's giving you water. Yeah. Hey, it still says 205 day 1. What did happen? Okay, I should ask you the same.
There was a call on the shortwave. Officer passed out in Martinez. I had a feeling it would be you. I'm glad I got here in time.
Okay, how long was I out?
I don't know. It could have been quite a while.
He looks you in the eye as if inspecting your mental state. Okay, so I came in contact with the burnt-out ruins of the past. The tent I was dehydrated won't happen again, or I F it. And then it's basically just... It's a choice between, like, just neutral option, don't say anything, try to brush it off as nothing, or just tell him the truth that he passed out. Okay. I guess, Kim's a good person, yeah. That's the same, then come into contact with the past, yeah. I mean, I burnt out ruins of the past of the tent. Let's go with that, I guess.
That does sometimes happen.
He hands you the remains of your ledger.
I found this next to you. I'll tag along for the rest of the day if you don't mind. My business is concluded anyway. Are you okay to go?
Tag along for the rest of the day. Okay. The ledger of failure and hatred. Let's solve this case.
Good.
The Ledger of Failure and Hatred is a special item that can be used both as an interactable and a tool equipped in your held slot for skill bonuses. Find it under the Tools tab in your inventory.
Ledger of failure and hatred. Okay. Okay, so I got another thought popped up here. White morning. You see yourself from above. You're passed out on the blue tiles of the hostel room floor. Even from this distance, you can see your eyelids flutter at the mention of what? A great white object letting out its sweet smell like a lily of the valley? The little man's forgotten its name, but he still remembers the feeling. And look, he moves. The feeling animates him. He instinctively reaches out for the feeling's best friend, a bottle of Commodore Red. He puts on his disco clothes and gets smaller and smaller. White morning, okay. Okay. Like, Ledger of Failure and Hate is so dangerous, yeah. Well then, okay. This feels like it's more connected to, like, learning about his past and stuff. And that it feels more important to learn about than like the 15th Indo tribe or some kind of superstar thing. I'm kind of wondering. I'm thinking maybe this is worth like using a skill point to unlock and stuff. But it still says 205 day one. But that's probably something for another day. I think it seems like a good time to save and leave off for today. I'm just gonna just go to the main menu. Time does indeed freeze. Yeah, it's still stuck at 2:05 a.m. Good stream. Yeah. Well, that I mean, opening up the ledger kind of dramatically changed how this stream would have ended, I suppose. I mean, okay. How do I put this? I mean, this kind of comes back to the no backseating thing that I put there. Like, I'm trying to be lenient about stuff. I mean, I'm sorry, Dev. I'm sure you mean well and want to add to the experience and stuff, but I do like it. If you hadn't repeatedly prodded me into choosing that option, obviously I would not have chosen it. I don't know. Like when it comes to backseating, suggestions from the audience, like I don't mind pointing out like if I'm missing something non-intuitive in the game design or something like that, like the double click to run thing, for instance, which dramatically increased like how quickly I was able to get around. Um, but I don't know. The learning about the letter in the compartment thing. That's it sort of feels like it might. What am I trying to say here? That feels more like in the realm of something I would have preferred to not know about, and continue the experience of playing the game organically and stuff. But it's hard to say because I haven't finished the game yet. I don't know. I don't. I can't say for certain at this point whether or not that being prompted to seek that out improved it or not. Yeah, generally speaking, as I've said, I consider I consider the ideal experience of like a game or movie or whatever to be going in without expectations, without any knowledge of it. I I don't I guess what I'm saying is I'm coming at it in a roundabout way because I guess because I'm trying to be non-confrontational about it, but I think I would have preferred, that's the sort of thing I would have preferred to not be prompted into, and try to find out about Harry Dubois' past more organically. But I'm trying to be nice and gentle about saying it, I guess. Well, whatever. In any case, this session we found out some stuff. I mean, we didn't find a place to store the body, unfortunately. It's just going to go to processing. We didn't. I feel like we didn't find out all we could. But we at least we secured a place to sleep for the night and for the next couple nights, apparently. So there's that. And found out a bit about Harry's history via the case notes and so on. So yeah, so even though like very little time passed, like in-game time passed in the stream in the last 3 hours of real time, but yeah, did learn some stuff, I guess. But yeah, I guess that's all for today. I'm just taking a peek at. I'm not really expecting to rate anyone. Yeah, I'm just gonna. I guess that's all for today. Yeah. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. That's all. Until next time.